Okay, so this is the power phase with the softball athlete. Again, we want to try and mimic as much movements for a softball player as possible, but we still want to try to train that nervous system and the coordination of movements to make the athlete a little bit better. Moving in forward, sideways, also with obviously hitting. All right. So after getting the athlete ready, we're going to start with just a simple drop and then jump. Okay, minimal time on the ground. Okay, we don't want them to pause, we want them to go. So as soon as they come off the box, it's as high as you can go. Okay, so let's move the camera a little bit here. So it's a dip jump, step up, and then as high as you can. So they come off and extend. Again, very few time, or very little time on the ground, exploding hips up, working on that quick firing, all right? Eccentric loading, deacceleration, very short amortization phase, concentric phase. Okay, so now we got that depth jump, then we're gonna go to a broad jump. Okay, so the athlete's gonna do the same thing, he'll drop down, but he's gonna fire out instead of firing up. All right, so we're here, and then out. Again, athlete wants to spend as little time on the ground as possible. Train that nervous system, everything can kind of fire at once. All right, it's down and out. Okay, and as the athlete gets stronger, or more powerful, we go from bigger heights. All right, when we get a bigger height, we get an increased load on the muscles with the eccentric contractions. So higher and explode, okay? One of the things I like to do now is a lateral sprint, especially for softball. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a lateral jump and then we're gonna do the sprints afterwards. So we're just gonna drop, jump sideways. Okay, similar to sprinting or to broad jump. Again, we're doing the same thing. As soon as we hit the ground, the lateral hop. Okay, very, very sport specific movement for a softball shortstop. Okay, now we want to do kind of breaking out of the jump into a sprint. Okay, first thing obviously is we're going to go ahead and jump forward and sprint straight ahead. Try and get a little bit more. Okay, so again, as soon as the athlete hits the ground, we're driving, we're sprinting forward. So let's jump. Again, limiting the amount of time it takes them to go into that sprint. Okay, one more time. Again, higher levels for the powerful athletes as they get better. As they jump down, right into the sprint. The next one is instead of sprinting forward, we're going to go ahead and break into a lateral sprint. Now we're not going to shuffle, we're going to open our hips and run. All right? So a wide grind ball, covering a base, all right? Just learning how to make one move and then transition to the other using that plyometric or that the stretch shortening cycle. So we want to take advantage of that. So again, we're going to drop down, and then we're going to break out in the sprint. So we're here, open up and go. Okay, we want to drive off that inside foot. Okay, we don't want them to take extra steps. This is a great thing to teach the athlete as they land. They got to have to be balanced so they're not taking a false step. Okay, so as they land, if the athlete can make the transition right into the lateral movement, we know that they're working. All right, so that's one way, an athlete might not be ready for a power phase because they can't stabilize the landing. So then we got to go revisit the stabilization phase or the strength phase. Okay, one more time. Jump, open up and go. Okay, this may even work more with a reaction. So for a softball player, You could have partners rolling balls in direction, so the athlete doesn't predetermine their movement. So for instance, if I'm coming down here and I'm always used to opening up, that might be playing the drill. So what we'll do is, as soon as the athlete jumps, the coach or the partner throws the ball, and they have to react, okay? And it's just simple right or left, all right? So that's kind of the power phase, so we accentuate that. With the other day, we want to work a little bit more upper body plyometrics for the softball player. Driving through, kind of accentuating the swing to help out with batting. But this, for the day one of the power plyometrics, we're going to take advantage of the box, obviously in the lateral and forward movements.